Alright, what's good, everybody? Welcome to this stream where we attempt to make a world converter. And the title is correct, it's already been a week and a half to 2 weeks of dev time. And we haven't gotten basically anywhere. We've gotten like 1/3% of the way there. So I'll just show you what I got so far, and we'll go from here, because I'm going to start by recoding the entire scripting system, basically, because I feel like I can do it 15 times better than before, and then we'll continue on with it. Here we go. Okay. Fuck me, dude. This is gonna suck. Alright, here we go. Just make sure that everything's all good. I'm gonna do a fat at everyone first, actually. Boop. There we go. Alright, welcome in. So, here's what we have so far. As you can see, this is already very clearly something working, but not good enough. So let's try this again. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do this. Actually, no, wait. I'm gonna move all of these out of here. And in scripting, we're gonna do 3 scripts, right? Oh, it's gotta reload the domain first, because we all love reloading the domain. I might actually real quick just like reset this a little bit. Alright, so first up, oh god. I forgot how long it takes to just like edit a file. Alright, so we're gonna delete that. So, we're gonna create 3 new scripts. If I could actually figure out how to like do life. The first script is gonna be the easiest. This one is going to be import phase. Now this one will be the easiest. And in fact, I actually don't oh my god, I can't talk. I am going to change around this UI a little bit from how it is right now, because I can do this way better. So here we go. Right now, I feel like it's a little bit too stupid. So I'm going to say Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, and PS4. And now I'm going to shrink these to half their size. Or I'm going to try to at least. 100 width divided by 2. Oh, it's going to be a freaking odd number. It's going to be a decimal place. Yuck. Alright. So this is just going to give us a bit more room because, I mean, we don't need to call a open dialog every single time we open a file. Or every time we select one of these, we can just import, choose what file it is, move the fuck on. So we do this, and then we put these all here. Oh wait, I'm an idiot, I can just do this. 0. Like that, and then we can have another one on top here, that's the big daddy one. 100, and then we're gonna do times 4. Boom, and now this one is going to be import file. Okay, we should turn off align by geometry. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, so we have these buttons now, and for some reason this is actually offset a little bit, which PMO, so whip out one of these, and then whip out one of these. So, import phase, we're going to open this up, and this is how it's going to work. Delete these, we don't need them. So I already kind of have a scripting language set up, but the thing is it's different. So here we go. We're going to need two variables, serialized field text, which is that, and that's pretty much it. We are going to do an int called file type, and by default it's going to be equal to 0 so that we can throw out an exception if a file type hasn't been chosen. Yeah, bro, my chats ain't showing up. Oh shit. Are you banned from YouTube? Oh, hi. You pinged me away from my gooning sesh, bud. Okay. Good job. So yeah, we can throw an exception. So we're gonna do void. Actually, we need to do public for these. Public void import file, and we're going to just whip out one of these. And now we can pretty much copy like the latter half of this. So what we need is we need to open a file. So I'm gonna give it to the onus, like, hold up. How are Minecraft Legacy saves packaged for each console? Oh, wait. Extensions. Oh my god, okay. File extensions .bin, or SFOs. Wii U, not worrying about it. Might in a bit if it's easy enough. Okay, so I think all of these are in. Okay, so all of these are .bins, which is, what's the point of this script? This script is for importing the file and getting the path name and telling the computer or this program what file type it is. The next one is going to be decrypting, and I'm going to go over that later because that's a whole nightmare. So all of these are .bins, which is great because we need that. So import file will be a comment function to simply grab and store the file path selected file on a file window. So we can just do that. Variable, okay, so we need open Minecraft legacy save file. Yeah, I might actually want to do world file because save and world can mean different things for people. So there we go. And now we can do this. String set to that. We can debug log. There we go. And all we need to do is just take that out of the equation because we don't need that. And now it's time to comment a little bit. Sets the local, oh wait, I should probably do string pass string up here. Then we can just do path string without that. So the display text for UI to show what file and path you've selected. The actual directory path in a string format. The type of file defaulted to 0 to throw an exception if the file type is not specified. And I'm going to make it so that, why the hell would you decrypt a Minecraft file? To convert the worlds to Java Edition. It's the whole point of this, so that you can take your old saves from your console and put them into Java Edition for archival purposes. And then we'll do sets the string to the selection you've made at the file window. Creates, yeah. And then we don't need to do debug logs because it's basically just, for me, it's just the value that we just set. So if path string checks to make sure you actually selected a file path. There we go. And actually, I should probably do that too. Just put that in there, so we're not doing any stupid bullshit besides that. There we go. So it'll only print any of this, and then set a player path to the file path so it's access. Actually, we don't even need to do this. I just realized we don't need to worry about this, because if we just make this public for both of these, then we can just make it accessible to the decrypt script, and that'll be fine. So then we'll do public void select game type. Now this is what the buttons are for now. You're doing this all out for yourself? No, I'm making it because all the other tools suck, so anybody else who wants to do this to convert their worlds, they'll have a tool for it. Because MCC tool chest sucks, you have to pay for a bunch of other ones, so why not just make it good for everyone else? There we go. Alright, so we're going to take an int, and that'll be button world type. And now we'll locally just keep track, and I'll make a comment list in here. It'll just be file type equals button world type. Sets the local variable based on the input given file type, or sorry, game type list lookup table available below. One is equal to Xbox 360. 2 is equal to Xbox One. 3 is equal to PS3. 4 is equal to PS4. Pretty simple logic to understand. Don't think anyone could mess that up, understanding how PS3 and PS4 are the same, like that, or they do that. There we go. Alright, cool. So we shouldn't get a single error. Fuck. Oh wait, I know why that is. Because I need to use using Unity engine.ui. And then also, I forgot to nab a couple of other things from here. Like this, which is the file browser that we need. Kind of, why are you wearing pants? Why the hell? Bro, oh my god. Dude, why are you in my... That is the first question you ask me. I'm wearing shorts for your information. This couldn't have been something you texted me, like, privately. Seriously, you couldn't have been like, yo, let me see your legs, bro. Unless you did text me and I just didn't see it. No, you didn't. Oh my fucking god. You actual dingus. Oh my fucking... All the way from Courtney right now to ask me if I'm wearing pants. Jesus Christ. Alright, man. It's funny. How dare you? How dare you? This isn't going on stream. You're getting an image in your inbox. Not a weird image. Shut up. Just a picture of what I look like right now. There you go. There, you're welcome. Just have to dox this, bro. Oh my god. Okay. See, the funny thing about doxing is it only really works in America, because who the fuck is gonna travel across, like, state and country and province lines, bro? Okay. That's... okay. Anyway, alright, boom. This is normal because it just is whining about it being too out of date. It's so last Thursday. So, yeah, we can delete this new save. We can delete this old save thing now. Okay, I've gotta start just looking at these on my phone. Okay, that was it. No, you sent it twice. Alright. So, there we go. So now we can do this. Import object. Get that out of here. Which one is it now? Wait, scripting. Import face. Okay, that is it. File loaded text. Kaboom. Oh yeah, I should probably save the scene. Fart. Hello, thank you for sending me fart. Poo. Alright, scripting, we got that done, which is good. So let me just make let me make an empty game object real quick, and I'll just name this scripting objects. And then we can put these in here. Boop. Then we can take these and put this into import object. This goes to select game type. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, 4. And then this one will be import object. Import file. Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Wow, very entertaining human content. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, how do I, like, break these out? How do I break this button out from the other buttons? Because I don't want this one to be, like, I want this one to be its own separate thing. Navigation, there we go. None. Does that mean that it's separate from its own thing? Or is it still, like, connected? Oh. It's not setting the text. Oh my god, no shit, it's not setting the fucking text. Oh my god, I'm actually an idiot. You don't say. Maybe it's because you didn't fucking set the text to be the thing. Sets the UI text to be the file path. It's really warm looking outside now. It's nice. Okay, goodbye. Why am I getting 3 Discord messages? Oh, okay, bye-bye. Alright. Kablooey. Let's do this again. Okay, so we open. Alright, now I know it's fucking with me. Did it at least write to the console? Oh, it didn't. That's fun. Okay, so it's kind of just like borking right now. Jorking it. Oh my god, I might actually be stupid. So no shit, it wasn't doing anything because I was checking the path string before setting it. Alright. 16 trillion fucking IQ right here. Let's do this. Let's get some music in right here. Let's get some smooth jazz. Or something, I don't know. We have to make sure that it's not AI as well. I forgot about that. You kind of have to put minus AI in there. Christian lo-fi cafe. What is the lyrics just I love Jesus Christ so much, if you don't put penis in your butt, Jesus loves you. Like, what is that? Oh my god, there's actually so much fucking AI right now. Free trap jazz beat. How about I kill myself first? Dude, there's actually so much AI, I can't even... Okay, well, I mean, this is already... No, I can't do that. Sure, that was 5 years ago. That was before AI. Good. There we go. There we go. Just keep this in the background. Nice and chill. You can't hear it. There we go. Alright. We got this going on. So now we should be good if I open that. Hey! It actually, like, does the thing now. Oh, that's cool. Alright. And then decrypt. Alright. Cool. We've got that logic done. We are good to go on that part. Alright. So now we need to do decrypting. Crypt phase. And we're gonna create a new script and we're gonna call that decrypt 360. That's 260, 360. Oh. Okay, I'm copying all of this to a file that I should probably make as well, called decrypt old. And that gets put here so that this one can be cleared out of the way. There we go. Just in case we need to use it as a guide for anything. So here we go. The new decrypt 360, which is what we need. So what we need to do is, first of all, we need to kind of like plan out how we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna open up Paint real quick. So what we need is, first we need to take our big file, and then we need to read this much-ish. That's the metadata, which is what we need to actually interpret the rest of it and kind of get some key details of it. Metadata. And then we need to take the rest of it and turn it into an array of chunks that can be indexed. Because this is how I'm going to do it this time. Instead of working on the live file and like deleting and moving around shit, what we're going to do is we're going to take everything, turn it into individual chunks that can be referenced by a single number in an array, and then instead of doing shit with the actual file and moving stuff around data-wise there, we're just going to look at the numbers and do things by like taking out the numbers, and then when we turn it back into the main file, we just go like, okay, so the remaining list to compile is chunk 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21, 22, so that we are not, you know, deleting stuff and offsetting things. It's still, the chunk 1 is always absolute chunk 1, chunk 134 is absolute chunk 134. The only time it becomes not that is when we put it back together in the final script, so our numbers align, which is the problem that's gonna happen. Yes, we're probably going to have to, because 4J did a funny thing, 4J Studios, where they had to change up how they encrypt things for each console, and it's gonna be fantastic and fun and super hilarious. So let's get started. I've been working for a week and a half on just the 360 and we're still not done. Alright, so here we go. We've kind of got a pretty decent structure from decrypt old, so I'll kind of get that there. So we need this, and then we'll do that. So that's our starting point, and I remember this stuff here, which we will need. Cosmetic selection only for UI elements or noises. Front-end connections. Yep, so we will use that. That we can just copy paste straight in, because like there's nothing really we need to change about that. File path strings, the string values, string values that hold path names for reading. That's fine. The only thing we won't need is, actually no, we can use that, because then we can just copy and paste it internally. Metadata variables, dehash size, start offset, reblock. This is where things will be different. Metadata. So what do we need in total? We need something to store the value of how many blocks the file takes up by the end of it. So let's get this down. We can just do int blocks total. We don't need to worry about dehash size, I don't think, because that would just be reading another value, which we can use math to figure out. What are some of the other ones we have in here? Start offset, that'd be 100% what we need. Alright, so we do that. So we have start offset. Oh wait, no, we should probably do, yeah, start offset is that. Block, this one is extra fun. Block start offset because in some of these files they actually have in these files they actually have another thing that tells you how often the hash blocks are. So yeah, it's a whole thing. I'll explain it later. And then what else do we need? Start time index headers, or start time headers, and then start offsets. So there we go. We can actually do, I think, a key system with this. We can try that. So let's try dictionary, and then we'll do int. Is it that, or is it two of them? Oh wait, no, I wouldn't know. I haven't done it here. Dictionary int. We're gonna call this start. Or wait, no. Headers. Make sure to begin all your ones with lowercase letters because naming conventions. And we'll do new dictionary. Dictionary int. Like that, and then the initializer, and that. And then what else? World name. Mainly for further verification. We don't need to use that right now. We can look at that differently. Actually, no, we probably should. We probably should actually. I'm remembering why. Okay, world name, since it's not extracted in the save game.dat. Blocks total, excuse me. The total number of blocks in the save game.dat file as instructed by the file header. The offset number of hash blocks to count before beginning the hashing. Once again, told by the file header. Oh, probably should do capitalization. Header. Start offset. Oh, my keyboard just disconnected. That was fun. Why don't you like put a chat overlay, you know, instead of looking at the phone or checking OBS every time? Because I don't think OBS has an option for that, and frankly, I would prefer to walk in so I'm not always distracted and I check when I need to. Okay, so start offset. Dude, my typing is so strong it causes the keyboard to disconnect. The actual offset of the file of the data payload found by the file headers dictionary. I think I should actually pair these two and then separate this. Dictionary, a dictionary to find the latest file save in the extracted bin. Also could be useful for ghost save data .dat extraction should it be required, because there's a couple of big hangups that STFS files have that you need to kind of manually parse out. So it sucks, but here we go. So public void begin decryption. So some of these make sense and we won't need to change, like copy file internal. Actually, there will be one more we need here. I know I just added that, but it's fine. Other scripts. Scripts to externally reference for their collection. So then we'll do serialize field. And then we'll do import phase, because that's what everyone does. The import file used to file path and data type. Shoot. There we go. Okay. So, here we go. Let's just verify a couple things here. We'll start with the public void, because of course. We'll start with another void. This one's going to be called get verify core data. Oh, hello? Oh wait, no, we don't put a void here, right? Duh. We put the void here. Verify core data. So this one we'll just do like open file location equals import phase dot path string. We can try actually. Wait. If equals null. I mean, actually, wait. It would probably be more smart to do a try catch pair. So try this, and then here we go. Verify core data makes sure the user set beginning parameters right before beginning. Gets the file path from the import file script. And then catch will throw out an error if that's a problem. So debug.log, we can do error. There is no file path selected. Boop. And then throws an error if there is no string data. And then we can do if import phase dot file type equals 1. Oh no, actually we should probably do if it doesn't equal 1. And we'll do, actually I'll do return. This is mainly for when I'm coding, excuse me. It should be impossible for this part to trigger because it'll always set itself to be correct, but just in case I fuck up before setting it up, we can remember to not be stupid about that. So actually, if I just quickly do that, it's gonna give me an error saying that there's no exit paths, I guarantee you. Huh, that actually, like, didn't go horribly wrong. Nice. So I can already tell, oh yeah, there we go. Oh, fuck. Alright. There's a few things that we need. So we need, system IO. I don't think we need buffers binary yet. I think we can just do like system collections and linQ, and then engine UI, and then security cryptography. I don't remember what I needed that for. I think that'll give us that fix, and then this will be return or yield break. This will be about the thing here. 1214. Okay, I think I need to just like make this not a thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this all commented like this. Boop. Oh, the end file needs this. There we go. Are you having fun? Yes. I'm gonna save Unity and like reopen it because I think it's having a couple of issues with the fact that there's another file that was made in place of the current one. It's gonna give me the same errors. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Hey, no issues, and I actually remembered to put this in correctly. Okay. So we need to do a couple of things beforehand. We need to get a few coroutines set up. So we already have verify core data, and then, yeah, let's begin. Most of this stuff is fine as is. So we just enumerator copy file internal. Boop. So what we're gonna do is we're going to this one we can basically just copy bar for bar. Original file location. We don't even need to do this part. Kaboom. That's how easy this is now that I've done this. Verify core data. Open file location. Like that. And that's it. Oh wait, no, we don't need it to be open file location. I think we need it to be something else. Right, yeah, we need some arrays in here. Alright, so we got byte array raw file import equals new byte. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be byte with a lowercase b, even though sometimes it's byte with an uppercase b. New byte array. So this is for the raw imported file. Nothing else shall be done to it. Byte array exported save game dat equals new byte. This array should only be filled once the dehashing is done and the encrypted savegame.dat is extracted from the STFS package. Oh yeah, right, forgot, duh. And then finally we'll make a list of bytes. Wait, no. No, actually. No. We're making a list of ints called block play equals new list int. Boop. This is for mapping and manipulating the blocks of the extraction process. This is what we use for indexing, and this is what we use for indexing. That can be just like that. Wait, how are you even supposed to transfer the console files in the first place? So the fun part about a couple of these is that some of them just let you export it natively. The less fun part about some of these is you'll have to use custom software, or you'll have to like pull the hard drive out or connect it in some way that you can read it as just as if it was like a thumb drive instead of it being a console. Because for the 360, which I happen to have right here, it has a very fun thing in it, which allows you to export save files to transfer to other consoles, which is what these are right here on my archive drive. These are what the files look like when you get them. You can see they're all from 2016 and 17 because it's the dates that these were made, like the dates that these save files were saved. And then basically you take that, it's wrapped in a thing, like the actual thing you need is wrapped in something else, and then there's some stuff done to it, which we'll need to reverse and take that stuff back out before we can decrypt it. And then finally, we have the raw NBT data, which we can then repackage into a Java file. So basically, it's playing with data that's been played with that we need to play with again, to play with it some more, to play with it, and then put it back into Minecraft. Fun! So, here we go. Copy file internal is good. We've already finished that. Now let's do verify file real quick. This one, again, probably we can just keep almost the same. We can read from the raw file import, but we don't wanna mess with it too much. Using our classic binary reader and stream reader. You can do... Alright, what do we need to do again? I think we can just copy this one down here. That one's fine. Okay, so this is pretty much just a quick catch again. This one we can just direct copy paste, that one's fine. Now here's where things start getting saucy, because we can, oh, hello? Oh, right, yeah, it's just this stuff. We should be able to compile now. Array must have an array size or an array initializer, 3637. That's what this is. What? Why is it being goofy? Oh wait, I can just. I forgot. I only need to do that with lists. I can just begin decryption cannot be an iterator because void. What do you mean? The body of begin decryption could not be an iterator block. What do you mean? Oh, talking about the start coroutine. Is it only because there's one extra void in here? No, okay. So there is something we need out of this. I think it might be runtime interop. That might have been what makes this whole train go round. No. Oh, there's a lot more errors that got obstructed by some of these. You know what? I'm just gonna copy all of this just in case. There, I'm sure some of that'll work. Wait, 48. Where's 48? Public void begin decryption. What do you mean? Why is there like errors? It was fine when this was the case. What's different about this one? Okay, I know what it is. It's because this in and of itself is not inside a coroutine. Enumerator begin decryption co. So much stuff for Minecraft World is interesting. Yeah, this is the fun part, is like, you'd be surprised at just how intricate a block game needs to be. I mean, part of it is because it's made by Microsoft and was like spearheaded by them, so it has to be like part of their bullshit systems, but you know, is how it is. Original file import does not exist in this. Oh, right, yeah, no, we need to use raw file import instead. Alright, and now we can finally compile. Alright. So for a lot of this stuff I can just copy paste because this is clean enough that honestly I don't need to worry about it, but this one as well, I think I can just keep that chillin'. Alright, there we go. Perfect. World name, that's not what we have it now, right? Oh, it is, good. Once again, compiling, let's go. I think this is fine as well, just because, like, honestly, there's not that much going on. We're not messing with any data. It's kind of once we start getting to the decrypt phase that it's a problem, and the determine start offset. Oh yeah, transfer medium, I forgot about that. We will need that for a couple of things. Transfer medium is low-key a goat. Original file import, yeah. Boom. Also, the far lands are extra cool when you go through all the layers and stuff, yeah. That isn't even, like, part of anything intentional, which is fun. It's so fun how, like, stuff like that can just exist without anyone ever intending it to exist. It's an interesting phenomenon. Alright, I'm tired. Let's do this. Determine start offset. You know what? I'm just gonna literally, like... Okay, no, actually, we will need to, like, do a whole bunch of stuff with this one. This one will need to be different. So, let's create... So what we can do is we can do transfer medium clear, which is already there. What do we have for... No, this is completely different, right? We're not doing that. Okay. Wait, no, is this the same? No, this is not the same. Okay. Determine... Oh, wait, no. Determine start offset. Boop. Haven't even been looking at this all day, mostly. Okay, so there are multiple save game entries in the .bin which we need to clear out, and to do that we need to look at each block and find where either one or both of them are, and then look at the clocks. And we do that by going to the dictionary and looking at the key. So we can kind of do this similarly. Actually, I think we can kind of keep this almost identical. We just need to play it carefully. We can do this. Can keep this at red. So what do we need to do? We need to set our okay. Okay, here we go. We need to set a int. No, okay, for x equal int x equals 0, x is less than raw file import dot length divided by 0x 1000, which is hex 1000, not real 1000. Actually, wait, we don't need it there, we need it there. Oh my god, stop being stupid. And then finally x plus equals 1. Why do you do that? Alright. So we're gonna start there. So we're gonna do reader.base offset. We're gonna set it to x plus equals, or yeah, plus 0x1000. And then I'm gonna put that in brackets actually, because it's that. And then we're gonna do it's base stream.seek, so make sure I adjust that. Base stream.seek, and then read bytes 12 equals save game.dat. Then we are going to debug.log found save game.dat entry at x times ox 1000. Excuse me. Plus c1000. And then we are going to add we're actually going to do this. We are going to do a reader base stream seek here plus c1000, but we're going to do plus co, and then I need to look at hex edit again for some of these. I forgot that you need to open it manually. So this may look like gibberish, but the last 4 digits here are actually what you want. And if you read them as a big endian date, you'll see that's when it was saved. So you want to go to CO2FEDC. So 2C. 3C, sorry. 3C. So you have 3C. And then we're going to do file headers dot add x. So this is going to be the key. Oh wait, no, the key should be the thing. So let's do another thing here. Let's actually comment a little bit too. Iterate through the file one block at a time, looking for save game.dat as an ASCII text entry. Hops to the start of each block, reads the first 12 bytes as ASCII to determine if the text is save game.dat. Looks further in the block to find the date clock. And then we're going to make an int, which is clock position. Clock value. And we're going to set that equal to reader dot read. Oh wait, no, I need to do binary primitives dot read uint 32 big endian, reader.readbytes 4. And then we're gonna do add clock value, and then the jargon of that. So this will basically create a pair where, what are you doing now, bro? Okay, so basically what this is, so we're looking through each block of data, one which is hex 1,000 long, and we're looking for the first 12 bytes like this, and if they equal savegame.dat, which you can see over here, we jump to this part and look at the clock, and we read it as just a big endian int right here. You don't need to worry about endianness, it basically just is how you read the bytes, and we store both that and where in the file we are in a dictionary so we can reference it later. And that's what these comments are for, actually. Reads the clock data as an int. Adds the pair of the clock value and the position. Said value is at. I'm actually going to really quickly just do a file headers clear. Makes sure when trialing multiple files there's no breakage. We'll make sure this compiles. There's a lot of that expected, which makes me nervous. Frick. Reader.basestream.seek. Where are these errors coming from? 263, 269. Oh, right. Seek origin.begin is what we need. Cannot. Okay, so we need to make this a uint. Or I could just read it as an int. There we go. Not all code pass return a value. So we're going to, after the for loop, jump out, and we are going to do base. Wait, no. Start offset equals file headers dot key dot max. So I think we can do it like this, if I remember correctly. We do file headers, then we put this, oh wait, file headers dot value, and then we do this. That might be how it works. It probably isn't. Frick-a-frack. What does the clock have to do with this? So basically the clock is just when the save file was saved, so we're looking through for these entries, and if there is a newer version of the save file in the bigger file, we don't use the older one. It's basically just saying, make sure this shit is the newer version of that shit. And if it isn't, don't use that one. Use that one instead. Pretty much just that, but coding terms. Alright, we're gonna need to quickly look up C# lists. And we're just gonna need to take a... Oh wait, no, we don't need list, we need dictionary. Dictionary. Boop. Okay. What are some methods we are allowed to do? Constructors, properties. That's not what we need, I don't think. Properties. Methods, there we go. Some of these docs are not written well. Bro's learning shit on the spot. Yeah, that's what coding is. Gets a collection containing the values in the dictionary T-key value. How do we use this then? Okay. KPV. So I'm guessing there's something here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so key value. So I was correct, but it's just not doing the thing. What is it saying here, actually? Does not contain a definition for key. Yes, it does, you goober. It's right here. Why are you in high contrast mode? What the hell is that? Why do you keep going to high contrast mode for a second? That PMO. Okay, so here we go. This low-key PMO, because it has less like flexibility than just two lists do back to back, but this is objectively the more streamlined way to do it. I'm gonna see what Google has to say. How to get the highest value key from a dictionary, C#. We'll see what these things have to say. If you're using Net6 or newer, highest pair.scores max by. What the hell is KPV, bro? I guess we'll just do it this way then. So highest key, so since we know these are both ints, we can just do this. Int equals file headers $280. Where's 280? Oh yeah, it's this. We don't need this anymore. Okay. Because it's AI, right? Yes, Google AI, which you hate so much because it's AI, right? Surprisingly, I mean, most of this shit is just copy-pasted from other websites, so, like, honestly, it basically just works as a compiler where it, you know, looks at the pages that are, you know, fucking obscure as shit and then just regurgitates some of that info. So, at this point, who fucking cares? We're all gonna die from this shit eventually, so, I'm not gonna use it for, like, anything, but at this point, like, tiny, minuscule shit like that happens, and also, since it automatically generates whenever you look up something anyway, you might as well not waste the water that was already wasted for it, so, I don't know. Start offset equals... Okay, so wait, we need actually highest value. Order by descending. I think it'll work the other way. 280, start offset equals highest value. Okay, there we go. Finds the highest, or finds the newest clock and gets the offset associated. I don't think that's how you spell it, but whatever. So then we're gonna do debug.log file offset of whoop, selected. And then we do yield break. Hey, we compiled. But it's still AI. Yeah, I know. Again, yeah, it sucks. So, I've basically ended up just, like, looking at the STFS shit itself, but, like, tiny shit like that, it doesn't even, like, it basically just copy-pastes it, and, yeah, I don't know. I try to, I keep it to a minimum, but, you know, if it's something like this where I'm learning something new, it's not it's not worth the, like, 50 trillion years of Googling and, like, looking through Microsoft's shitty documentation. So, there we go. Determine start offset has been completed. So now we just need to look at 2 more things and we're done. And now we can begin, oh, hash removal, there we go. So here we go, this is the big daddy. This is the one that's been the shittiest one to work on. Oh, right, I should probably do something about that. Last percent played equals 0, so yeah, there's a couple stuff there. We already cleared this, but so we can just do that. There we go. And then we don't need to worry about any of this. Last percent is this. So we can delete that piece of text there. Listen, it would take AI 12,000 years to ever truly use it. Listen, it would take AI 12,000 years for it to use all our water, but it will never truly use it because it always recycles. Sometimes, but it also gets turned in, like, contaminated, but yeah. What do you mean percent done doesn't exist? Oh, yeah, I should probably do that too. And there we go, we begin. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be a nightmare. Take a big breath before it's time to... Before we have to do this. Okay. Here we go. So we have 2 things we need to worry about. Oh wait, hold up. This is low-key genius. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Okay, so, we don't need to worry about this right now, right? Get that out of the way. Okay, so, drafting this out. We need an int that can store the start offset, like that, like all that stuff. Okay, so we need a list int, list int blocks global offset, and then that'll equal new list int. Okay, so what is this for? Why? No. Holds the global offsets of blocks make relative adjustments easier. Boom! Alright, so we can do this. For int x equals 0, x is less than... Okay, can this guy stop trying to write code for me? Holy shit. Okay, so I know what we need for that now. Okay, so we need to do, what do we need to do? Start offset. Boom. Okay, so start offset. Oh wait, no, hold up. We need to go reader.basestream.offset like that equals start offset plus so that'll give us that. Highest value plus 0x d1000. There we go. When we added that, what did it do? Oh, never mind. It already did that for us. So we can actually change this to a D as well, because we don't need any of that. Oh wait, no, it should be minus D1000. Maybe? No, we want it to be a global offset. So it would be plus D1000. Last percent number equals, oh wait, no, we need to go start offset minus OX1000 plus how many blocks are allocated, which is, I believe, this number in little endian, which is 133. Is that accurate? That does not look accurate. Could be this number in big endian, 2001-2122. Let me check real quick. STFS files. Boop. All right. We don't need the volume descriptor. We need the come on, where is it? Here it is. Okay, we need starting block, which is important. We also need number of blocks allocated. Huh. Okay, so it is that. Plus OX29. OX29. This I will actually copy over from the old one because it was a bitch to get done. So these two. Alright, kaboom. So this should work. Shit. Oh, I know why. It's because the for loop has nothing in it and it doesn't even have brackets, so no shit it's gonna cause an error. 388. Wait, 388 or 338? 338. Boom. Okay. Here we go. So we need that. All right. So this will just get us here. Actually, we don't need that right now. Last percent number can just be... This we can use for later. Let's just put that down here for later. Right now, last percent number needs to be raw file import dot length minus start offset, and then we're gonna do blocks global offset dot add, and it's gonna be not X. You'd expect it to be X, but actually it's going to be something slightly different. It's going to be X times OX 1000 plus start offset. Alright, I think we can get away with just doing this like that, and we don't need to worry about anything else. So let's just make sure it compiles real quick, and we should be good. Crap, reader does not exist. Oh, well, no shit, it's because it's outside of that. I'm really smart. Boom, let's go. We're so peak. So now we have done, what am I doing at 3 a.m.? Good, oh my god, it's 3 a.m. for you. It's 6:07 p.m. here for me. Legitimately, it's 6:07. 6-7! Alright, moving on. Next, we can implement our block logic. Yay! Here we go. So now we should get a big, like, array of just all of the global offsets for each block. And then we can do that. So we do for int x equals 0, x is less than Okay, boom. Now we can apply our 170 logic, which is this stuff right here. And actually, we can just do some of this right here. No, because we also need to read that as well. Sorry, hold up. Reader.basestream.seek 2F, isn't it? Yes, 2F, and it's a signed int 24 little endian. 2F in, oh wait, no, blocks global offset equals just like this. Finds the global offset of hash blocks in the file. Writes down a global offset. Alright, here we go. Now it's this logic, which honestly I can kind of just copy paste. So we need two things. Where is the total block offset? Total block offset, boom. Boom, equals X plus global block offset. And then we can just do int total block offset equals 0, holds both the for loop and global Alright, boom. Now we can just casually slip this logic in. Because this honestly worked fine for the last script. There's a couple of weird things, but it's honestly not too bad. The only difference is we'll just do this. Global. Oh wait, no, we need to do that. And then for this we do global, and then we do 2. All we need to do is just X and 2. Look at how simple that looks. I think I'm gonna, oh, hi. Oh my days. Yo, yes, bro, what's up? I literally am about to end stream. Give me a shout out. If you want to see the gayest guy ever, go subscribe to that guy, and now I'm gonna shut the stream off. I'm sure the 0 people watching are super happy for that. Alright, I'm done.